I'm going to make sure that we are crafting our frame. I made sure I went through and done all the math to let you guys know exactly what is needed to craft Uriel, minus the main blueprint here. Hold on, where's my cursor? Minus the main blueprint here for this, which is the Orokin cells. But for the AGNOV, the LAUD, and the SERVOs, okay? That's the only three things we're looking at. What is required for the Agnovi disc is how you're actually supposed to say that. Okay. Is 1,975 combined for all three parts. That's what you need is 1,975 of the AGNs, okay? For the LAUD, okay? So I'm going to call it LODs. For the LODs, you're going to need 880 all combined. For the I'm just going to call it Servo Riz, okay? Because it's Servo RIS. All right, for those, you're going to need 350 in total to craft out all the different parts. Craft, craft, and craft. There we go. I do not have the 75 platinum to rush this, to start on that. So we actually have to wait 12 hours. So 12 hours from now is basically going to be 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. tonight. But there we go. Now we got to go farm up the Orokin cells, which, by the way, guys, there's 3 places you can get Orokin cells, and I'm going to see if I can get them, like, right out here without having to go to the planet itself. Right out. But the first one is going to be Saturn. Okay, which I have a, I got to do my extractor. Boop. Okay, which is going to be Saturn, and to show you guys that, right here, Orokin cell, it is there. Okay. We have the next one, which is going to be Ceres. Okay, which you can see here, I can claim now. I had 4 Orokin cells, which is wonderful on that one, so I don't have to go farming again. But the last one is Deimos. Okay, if we do this, you can see I can hit claim now. I got some nanospores from that. We'll go ahead and redeploy. And boom. But you guys can go in here and play if you guys don't have what I'm using right now, which is the prime version of the extractors. Which here in 7 hours, I'll be able to, well, basically 8 hours, but we'll do it at 7. We'll be able to pull those and get everything going. And the cool thing is, guys, we also got our new melee coming, and it's going to be here soon. Boo, boo, boo. 1 hour and 40 minutes. And I can rush it for 16 plat, but come on, man. I wish I could, like, do... Okay, so Warframe, hear me out. DE, Digital Extremes, hear me out. I know I raged on you guys for one thing you guys did wrong, but here's something else you guys did that you haven't added that I think would be better in the game. So on top of, being able to rush something completely and get it all the way done, imagine, like, what if I only had, like, 2 plat, okay? And usually it's like, what? Right now it's like 12 plat. What if I wanted to go ahead and put 2 plat into that, so that way it'd only be 10 plat, but that, would go ahead and take a couple minutes off of the, the bit. So whatever your 1 hour and 40 minutes for that to be 12, if I'd done an hour 40, divide by 12, that's what basically you were telling me that each one is worth a piece. Minute-wise, down to like the whatever, just shave off a few minutes. Let me just throw in the amount I want. If I have 4, I could throw 4. If I have 2, I could throw 2 and just shave time. right? Would be awesome. Something also wish Call of Duty would implement. But in their way, it would be for the packs, which they've done it before and then just don't do it in the future CODs. Which is, let's say I open up a pack on COD, right? And let's say the whole pack itself is 2,400. But maybe I don't like everything in the pack. Maybe I just want the one specific gun. Let me just buy that one specific gun for a lower price for the COD points, right? Same here. Let me shave a little bit of the time by not doing the full expense, but just paying a little bit to take some off. So that way, maybe, I don't know, we possibly could have took 20 minutes off that. So instead of an hour 40, it's only an hour 20, right? I would like something like that. That would actually be very, very cool to do. But yeah, we got what we needed though. So if I go back in here and we go over to what was it? The Warframe, and we type in Uriel again, you'll see that we got 4 Oaken cells. So I don't have to worry about that too much. I'm just gonna wait the 12 hours for these, start up the craft on Uriel, and be really good there, to be honest. So yeah. Boop. My little aquarium. I decided to come visit it for a second. But yeah, um, we're gonna see how fast that new melee levels in that other area here in about an hour 40 or whatever it was. What was it? It was like an hour or something. I know it was. It's hour 36. So imagine like 2 platinum taking off like maybe I want to say maybe 28 minutes from this, leaving us down to an hour or something still, but shaving some of the time off or something. Because if we done an hour and 36, right? So that's basically 8.5 platinum a piece per time. I done 136 by the way, but I know that's not right. So there's 60 minutes an hour, 60 plus, okay, hold on. There's 60, 70, 80, 90, we'll say 95 minutes, okay? Divide by the amount, which is 16, which is 5.93. Okay, we'll call it 6 even. So 6 platinum per minute is what that is. So yeah, 6 platinum a minute. It would be basically seconds shaved off at that. Okay, nah. That'd be a bad idea in that fact, going on that. Or is it? No, 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 I'm wrong. For every platinum is 6 minutes, which means 2 platinum would shave 12 minutes off of this, pretty much. Sorry, guys, I had that wrong. So, yeah, it'd shave 12 minutes off of this, so that would actually only be like 22 minutes. So 1 hour 22 instead of 1 hour 30. I mean, it would be kind of a good idea. So, guys, I got ahead of myself on that and didn't realize the outcome was wrong than I thought until I actually fixed it. But There is also these where you get 20, 20, 20. So you're actually getting 20, 40, 60 of the valance here. So it's actually pretty okay. But to show you guys where to go spin this, because I think I forgot to in the first video, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. So what you do is you go into Deimos, go to the Sanctum Anatomica. I don't have a crew in my thing, and I'm not looking for anyone, so it shouldn't count down to 5. It should just immediately go. But anyways, what we're going to do is go... I like to get the height, so I can glide right over. And we're going to go to this thing, okay, which is across from where you spawn in. And boop. And what you do is you enter this area, which is going to be the Alvich Exile, or however you're going to call it. But you're going to come right over to this dude, which is Rothe, but you can also go in and hit fast travel, wherever the fast travel thing is. Come on, where? Oh, right here. You'll just click on this, and then you'll be able to click Rothe, which is this dude here. And you're going to go to Browse Surplus, and this is where all the new stuff is. That is for the Mapfica, the Mafika is how you're supposed to say that, or Mafika, okay, which you can also spend on arcanes. But this ain't all the arcanes. This is where your primary and melee and stuff like that is going to be. Damage against frozen enemies on yeah, wait a minute. Remove all shields if armor is above 700. Cannot be hit for more than 750 damage per second. Magnetic status and ability nullifying effects disable this protection. Okay. But anyways, he has better versions of those. But first we're going to do browse this. This is where you get your different titles you can put on your frame, which I'll show you guys how to activate later. Exchange marks of valence or whatever. This is where I got my Emifera from. This is where I'm also going to be getting my Enlightened Hate skin here, because, you know, that's going to be pretty darn cool to put on the hate. But anyways, with that out of the way, you get the different stuff here for the chest stuff and all that. There's skins through here, but you're going to notice there are arcanes here too. So you can do all the different arcanes like Victory and all of those, but I'm going to be looking for one particular arcane through here. We don't want Energize. It is this one, I believe. Yes, because you can see I got it up to a specific one, but that's it. We're going to go ahead and grab 9 of these. That way I can upgrade my Arcane Fury to max, which is not too bad. And we'll have to go get more. And to do that, you just continue doing the missions and fighting and do the 4 stuff too. And you'll build them up as you complete the different stuff. Boop. But to show you guys how to do your thing, if you come up to your little profile thing here and hit Show Profile, you guys are going to be able to come down here and see where this is. It says Ghost Clan. So let me figure out how to do this again. Oh, change Honoria, which is just square for me. When you press that, you'll see all the ones that you are able to do, and then you'll just select the one you want. Right now I'm using the biggest spender, but that's how you do it. You just come into here, click square, or whatever this down here tells you to do. If you're on PC, you might just have to actually click this, and then you'll be able to choose which one you want it to say. I am also going into silver. I'm already silver eagle, 17 on the mastery rank, and it's going to need a crap ton of stuff here to get up to be able to do the challenge for mastery 18. But that's how you use the different titles that I just showed you how to get. This dude does nothing yet for me, so I'm just going to go bypass. And then there's this person over here who you're able to do this, where you get your different stuff like this from. which I'm actually pretty close to getting the different stuff here. I just have to go through and do the other things, and yeah, we'll be able to do that. This is for Narmon. Then we have that one. Oh god, I forgot it's the different versions of this stuff, but it's okay. We also can do the browse items, which is going to give you a couple more of this stuff for your actual frame itself. Um, blocked, enter void mode. Okay. So, for instance, I got this one. I'm going to end up probably. Oh, I can't buy that because I need to. Oh, no, I've crafted those already. I need 60 more servos, anyways. So, not 60 more, but 30 more. I just need 60. So whenever I get that, I can actually get another one of these. I have two of these already, and two of those. I still haven't figured out how to equip these, and I think these actually get, it says any, right? But it says operator armor, but in my knowledge from the YouTube stuff I looked at, it's after you unlock these, I believe. That is my knowledge, I think, on the research I had to do. I could be wrong, but even to show you, we have nothing to discuss. And then I just get kicked out. He doesn't really do anything for me, and I want to learn how to unlock this dude to be able to talk to him or get whatever he has or whatever. I just don't know what I need to do to unlock him. But this dude here is where it is. You can use the Listen to the Devil of Tau, which is going to tell you about Uriel. And this dude is going to be talking about what made him and Uriel kind of a thing. But yeah. After you do that, you guys are able to just go to exit Sanctum and go back to your ship. Boop. So, yeah, I'm going to go upgrade this stuff right quick. And to do that, I believe it was a melee mod. My dumb self. No, it ain't a melee. What does it actually go to again? Oh, I just need to level it. So I probably just didn't equip it over here. So I need to look for the one that has a crap ton of them, which is like 10 right here, Arcane Fury. So we click on you, and we're going to hit upgrade, consume. Now we got our Arcane Fury up to max, Arcane Strike to max. We are looking pretty okay, to be honest. 60% for 150 melee damage to melee weapons for 18 seconds, which technically I'm on the bottom one, so 60% chance for 180% melee damage to melee weapons for 18 seconds, and that's on a critical hit. So that's actually pretty cool. And then Arcane Strike is going to be 15% chance for plus 60% attack speed to melee weapons for 18 seconds. I got those back how I used to have them, and that's what I was going to be shooting for because I kind of like this, but I do want to get maybe my next one being, hold on, just taking a quick little look. This, get another one of these, level it all the way, maybe do that twice, so that way I can actually give them, I don't know, wait, can you do like leveled arcanes to your friends? Because I got Pombo coming in. I think Drake re-downloaded it and it started playing, so that's at least two. I don't know, I might be able to get Michael to play, which you guys don't know him by his real name. It's actually Red Ghost Tribe. But that might be three I need to like grind out if that's even possible. That way I can make sure they have this so they're picking up health orbs and staying a little more tanky. But I do got to do that. I probably more than likely will do 3 of these as well to give that if that's possible, because I want them to have the more melee damage. Alongside with them not being on day 200, I can give them Arcane Strike. So more than likely, I'm thinking, because this is only the 15, so yeah, Fury. So I'll give them each one of these and one of this, which is what I run. I'm just running this version of it. Gain 2 ability strength for every 250 max health up to 24%. So I need to do Arcane Bellicosi for something else too. But for now, instead of this, where it's getting ability strength for every 250 health, I'm thinking of throwing on maybe Fury and do the melee damage. So that way, when I'm running around doing melee, it's even better. That's what I'm going to do for now. Because I do love my Graham Prime. So every time it hits a crit, it'll do that. And I have it, I think, on moderate. Yeah, look at that. Look, literally almost 100% crit chance. So yeah, and then crit damage is 4.9 times with the status. Like, it has a 51% chance at status as well. Not bad. Boop. And I wish, like, in the live stream, I could show you guys pictures. I wish. Because that would be awesome. But if you guys are looking for my bow build for this, it is this. Which is a total of 5,000 damage, by the way, guys. I am using this, which is a chance to explode, use caution. But I have a feeling I might exchange this out later just for another, I don't know, thing to do more, like a little more damage, but also I think the explosion is kind of reducing my, whatchamacallit. I'm trying to think, guys. Hold on. My actual damage, because I used to hit for like 1 mil or higher, and here lately I've only been hitting for a couple thousand. And it's basically after I've started using this. And I did exchange this out as well, but I'm doing it because I want my puncture, because this is a puncture weapon. With slash. So I'm using puncture, pretty much my crit chance, crit the actual critical damage here, Stormbuster, but I'm also thinking of, because there's the regular damage getting boosted. I wish I could do this, guys, but that's going to cost like nine. Like, I have the credits, but I need 20,480 Indo, and I'm nowhere near it. So yeah, got to do some grinding. But yeah, I'm kind of looking to get the most out of like all my weapons, and I have different builds for the weapons as well. Not all of them, but I sit down and done it a little bit off stream for a couple weapons. And when I say that, it's this one, so you can see config A here, and then config B and C, so you can see they're all different. But that's because I have this one running viral, this one is running blast, and then this one is running magnetic. So if they ask for electricity, you'll see that I have the electricity there, right? If I go to config B, which is going to get the blast damage, it actually is going to do more damage to the infested on Deimos, right? Well, also at the same time, if I go here and I go to viral, you're going to notice that it does more damage to Orokin. So if I go to the derelict for the Orokin stuff, boom, I do more damage to them. Um, which I don't think this shows all of it because it is like, 1.5 times. Which viral increases damage to health. Okay, so that's good to know. With multiple stacks for a short duration. Okay, nice. Um, this does slash temporarily ignores. Okay, it's not what I want. Blast deals 30% of base damage after 1.5 seconds as an explosion at 10 stacks or on death. Stacks deal their damage simultaneously. Okay, nice. And then this here, which is going to be going over the different stuff. Magnetic increases shield. Wait, yeah, increases shield and overguard damage by up to 325% with multiple stacks and disables the target's shield regeneration for a short duration. Okay, so technically I'm breaking shield and overguard with this. That's not bad, which is why it's good for Tekkara, Corpus, and the Corpus Amalgam and regular Corpus. Okay. I don't know what the Narmer is, but yeah. The main things you're fighting over there is I don't even think it's Corpus. I think they have their planet a little backwards because if I'm not mistaken, it's like Grenier pretty much that we're fighting. So I don't know why straight viral increases damage to health up to 325%. I feel like this should be the new sections thing, but I mean they do have occasionally the infested. I'm not lying. They do have occasionally infested looking things. So I mean maybe even config B here would be good. But this is what it shows. It shows like what is it? It's not puncture, it's hold on. So if I go in here, I believe not puncture. This impact. It shows the hammer, and then it shows the purple lightning bolt for electricity. Is what is more likely what you want to run in that area. And that's why I went with this build that I have here, is because it's magnetic, which also has electricity, as you could see. But I would love a primed Stormbringer if it's possible for rifle. Because I do have this, which is what's making me get a lot of the crit damage, and yeah. Mm-hmm. But you'll notice there it says multi-shot cannot be modified, so that's the reason I'm saying like multi-shot here cannot be modified. It's locked. It's stuck at 1. No matter what, it'll be stuck at 1. All right. But yeah, we pretty much are going to be waiting for the parts that I just showed. We're going to be waiting for this melee, which is now 1 hour and 15. So we've only been waiting 15 minutes since. I am trying to think, what do I want to do while waiting? Because my main thing was to hop on and do that, which honestly, I might go to a different game and wait that hour and 15 and come back. And then do a stream on testing the weapon out. Instead of playing this for a whole an hour and 15 and trying to figure out what to do. Because to be honest with you guys, I'm just waiting on the weapon. And then after that, I'm waiting on the 3 parts to get crafted so I can start the craft to the Warframe. Mm. Let's see. The spiral is the best for leveling, but I don't really have anything to level. I mean, apart from, did I actually level this other character back up after doing that? Because I got them up to 20, and then I can't remember if I actually leveled them all the way, which was Titania. So no, I did not. They're still only level 20. I don't even remember the full build I was going for on Titania either, because I don't remember what we had right here. Because I went with strength. Okay, we done our, ability duration is here. We done energy max. See, there's there's this, and this. Technically, if I wanted, I could say screw health and do armor. Because armor would be good for this one. Cane rage. On headshot, 15 chance for 90 plus 90% damage to primary weapons. Okay. So I prefer that, but I need to get that up to max. What would it be at max? Gain 6% ability strength for every 250 max health up to 720%. See, it is health, so I got to keep health if I was to do that. So, for every 250 health. Okay. Up to 72%. So, if we did that, the ability strength would be great, but I don't know if that's going to create more damage to the guns because I have to outright mod for the guns, which is this. Let's get this up to level 30 and see how the modding goes right now with what I got. And debate if the build is good or not so far. Which I have a feeling it's not going to be as good because this character does need a buff to the damage, I feel like a good buff, especially like with this update it came out. I'm pretty sure the enemies are going to be tanking the gun pretty well, on top of even in regular, I don't think she does too well. Alright, we're going way up here because I don't feel like getting hit by any of those explosions anymore. Yeah, see, I'm only doing like 9,000 damage. For the most part, they are doing the damage. Because, yeah. Alright, what we're going to do is go over here, go to this, and we're going to go 1. Oh, I can't, like, spam place it. Okay, that's fine. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. I've learned that in this area. Alright, we're going to go up back into here. There we go. Moving on. So see, that is how the guns should feel. This is how they do. Just figured I'd show that. Again, hop off this. This is how they should feel. See, 72,000. Especially since the other one's a prime, it should be doing the damage this is doing. Yeah, see, that's very inferior compared to that. Just figured I'd show that. Oh. Okay. Hold on, let me mark that for everyone. That way, in case they didn't see it, they'll see it now. Because the next thing I'm going to go for is that bayonet gun. So, me doing this is not a horrible idea to level and come in here. So, I mean, I might do that, actually, while we wait. I might come in here and just rerun this over and over and over and over. And build up the stuff to do what I need to do. To get the parts for the gun. And then I'm going to have to look at doing everything. Because I already got the blueprint. I just need all the other parts, which is the 4 other parts for it. I wonder, is there a way I could mod my character, maybe the last mod slot going to this character, instead of just using any random thing, could be something that makes my character run as the ability gun, being my gun I'm using right now, the AK? That would be awesome, DE. since for some reason the ability gun does not do the amount of damage this AK does. Like, it doesn't shred like that, and it's supposed to be a prime. And this is not a prime. It's literally just like a little collector's edition version of the gun, technically. There you go. See, Titania's already 24. And we came in here at 20. And we're only on Infernum 4. Oh, never mind. We're going to the number 5, which is the defense one. Defensey, here we come. This one I can just fly around on. Because I'm not going to really do too much damage to this one, nor am I going to be doing a lot of the other stuff. I can just kind of do this. And that's what we're going, Mafika. We're mainly just going to be leveling up and going for that. And see, we don't really do too much. Stand and do that. So the amount of damage we do is inferior compared to everything else going on around us. Like, I'm playing some Call of Duty over here doing the whole, like, fast peaks. On our way down to the last one before we leave. There we go. She's at that much health. $26. $27. think that's 28 actually. Oh no, that's just letting me know tribute is leveled up to 3. And boom. This is where we hit leave. That's where we're going to be max leveled. 2, 1, 0. And boom, we're maxed. That's how easy it is to max your frames, guys. This is great. With getting 9 Mafika, which you can get up to 30. I've done it before. I've got it where I got 30 somehow in this one, just running through it like that. But there we go. And you can see now we got 10 for that. So I could throw something on here if I wanted to. Like Power Drift. 235%, which is not bad. Fourth ability actually would not be bad there, where I put Power Drift for that ability strength. Yeah. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm a little bit tired. I've been up all night. But yeah, as you guys can see, we done that. All right, we got you leveled. Let's put you up. Because we even have our Prote, which looks pretty good now. With her stuff doing her thing. And then we have Korra, Hydroid, Gauss. Which Gauss is more damage the faster you move, I believe. We have Hydroid, we got Ash, we got Gara Prime, which... How was I making you? So we done Augur Reach with Blind Rage. Getting that good old ability strength in there. Nice. Prime Flow, Prime Continuity, Augur Message, which is ability duration. Okay, wasn't there a this, which is ability range. that's plus 30. This is plus 90. I'm thinking of actually changing that out. Because, yes, we only drop down to from a 2. Oh, no, we don't need that. We'll rather have reach. Go up there so we keep our 215% ability strength. Where's going to intensify? Because intensify would be giving me even more strength as well. Because instead of this, we could use intensify, which this is just chance to resist knockdown. So that's 30. This is 15. This gives us even more ability strength. So Badoopsy. All right. That's our ability duration. I wonder if that stacks, because technically you're throwing that, then you're hitting triangle to do that, and then you're shooting your thing into it to bust it to get it to do the stack damage. I mean, I don't know if that actually counts or if it's only directly to that. I haven't tried it. I don't think I'm going to try it because I don't want to break it. But that is magnifique. And then instead of this, we are going to be running a different one. So I believe arcane expertise, 50% of ability strength modifiers are also applied to max shields. Jesus. Where is it? There's this on operator ability, 15% on the next ability cast, but no, I was thinking more like right on energy pickup, so chance for energy cooldown. Nah, okay. Because instead of this on shield damaged, let's do this. So for every extra health is going to be even more strength to my ability. And I want to know if he has Bellicose. So we're actually going to go check that out. So let's see if he has the Arcane Bellicose. Actually, nope, that's going to be here. And going to Deimos and the Sanctum.
Now that you're here, Tenno, let's put you to work.
Arcane, Ice, Nullifier, Tempo, Resistance, Healing, Deflection, Guardian, Awakening, Strike, Victory, Phantasm, Eruption, Agility, Acceleration, Pulse, Precision, Velocity, Trickery, Ultimatum, Arcane, Rage, Grace, Energize, Avenger, Fury, Barrier.
Go, then. During the old
Oh,
war,
wrong thing.
we once more found a need in the Orokin Empire to distinguish between foot soldiers
Come on,
and
have
those
Arcane.
who
He has
establish
this,
any manner of consistency. I wonder,
but
which are you? Let us find out. Disappointing.
what about you? No, I know you don't. So I'm gonna have to figure out where I got that from and try to farm it. And I hope it's not Eidolons, because I'd hate to have to go do those. Oh, how far along are we on this? How much time left? 47 minutes. Ooh. Oh, oh yeah, we are on Gara. Okay, good. I might actually go ahead and do that. Get you up to 30, which will let me see how this works, but I forget how to do it. So I'm gonna have to like try to figure it out on my own to see how to get this working. So because realistically, I'm gonna have a good amount of damage going into some of the fours, just not all of them. We ended up getting somebody. Nice. So we got two.
Trespass the halls of one's own mind in search of answers. If the gods were ever real,
Such boils fester within all. Sin is our sickness, we are morbid with guilt and shame.
Because what you do is this, and then you go skadoosh. Do it again. Skadoosh. And then every time you hit something, your damage goes through the roof more and more. In a way. Oh, like this. So you do 2, 4, 1. 4, 1. And keep doing that. Okay. That's how you do it. And it goes for that, and then you just use this to reset the timer again. And there we go. We get 8,000 extra damage that we can, get in here to hit with our ability. But we got to let this kind of go up before it runs out. Do that. Skadoosh. So it reset the timer. Come in. Bust it. Reset the timer. So we're at 13,000. So yeah, it still works. It is still busted. That's good to know. I just need energy, and I can't get that for another minute. So I'm going to lose my damage if I don't find... Oh, that's still not enough. Yeah, I'm going to lose the damage. Got 2 seconds. Nope, lost it. It's all good, though. I'm not worried about it too much. I was just saying if it's still here, and it is, which is actually kind of awesome. Collect up a lot of this. Completed. Down to the next one. The more we can affect with this, the better. Come up. We got 24k damage. Do this. Nuke. Do this. So yeah, you guys can see it definitely still continues to stack. And if I found a way to keep energy to the point where I can just spam that out really well, oh my god, it is broken still. That's good to know, and I'm glad they didn't, like, patch that, to be honest. Reset that timer. 31,000. Think of this, guys. I am now doing 43,000 extra damage now. Make sure we aren't losing it. $56,000. $62,000 extra, which is great. Like, guys, are we seeing this? That's 74,000 extra we're doing, by the way. Just figured I'd point that out.
The refractory is trying to purge Marie from the system. However amusing it is, if it succeeds, this venture is over.
78,000. $83,000. I mean, we're getting just to see how broken this can really get, guys. And it can get higher than that. You can get it up to 1 million if you really, really tried for it. Like, if I do that, easy 85K. $90,000. $93.1K. It's just broke. We just do this, let it go out for a little bit. 95. 97. I got 16 seconds left on that. Oh, there we go. I got this back. So I can actually just reset the timer. Plop this bad boy down and bust. There's 100K. 102,000. Let this give me a little bit of my stuff back. Extend it out as far as it can go. And 105K. As far as it can go. 107,000. $109K. Reset it. 112K. And done. So yeah, it's absolutely still broken. Something about real. You're a real one for making all the resources. Oh, it's great. He said thank you. Yeah. But anyways, we're 34 minutes away. All right. Back over to where's my there we go. Clan. By the way, guys, that's how many's in the clan right now. You can see Pombo is there. I need to get Panda and everybody in because we got Panda, we got Pombo, we got me. I need to get Hellrider in here. This will make 4 people in the clan so far. Boop. Ooh, Dark Factory is the only one up here right now. Yikes. But yeah, Gara, you're still broken. Oh boy. She is still broken. Um, yeah. And I mean, there's still like other things you could possibly use up here to really get things going because of the range. But I just don't like how this only goes to 100 strength, where you have to pop it like 5 million times more. So I wish there's like a version of this that did not have the ability strength down there being negated. I wish there was like one that was like 120 ability range with like maybe only efficiency being taken out instead of strength. And that's another reason why my AK wasn't doing too good, because it's trying to do the EF5 Jupiter, not this, which right now has this on it, which is not bad, but I do need to do this to get the other mag thing in here and yeah, work on the other stuff. You can see here's what it does, here's what I got it to. Okay. Compared to this, actually, this does 424. Hold on. And this does 600. So it's actually 200 better. There we go. But yeah, guys, that's kind of what we've been doing. The Orthos Prime here is actually what I walked around with on this one. It doesn't usually naturally look like this. Hold on, I'll show you guys. So the Orthos Prime, if we look at the actual picture here, let me find it on this because I got to do it right here. This picture here with that little grayish white look with the staff here with the gold on the ends, that's what it's supposed to look like. The reason mine looks the way it does, because if I go to appearance, you can see I am using a skin, which is the Polar Arm Kalen X skin. And there's a crap ton of other skins on here. If you guys don't like it, you can go through, get like a dual scythe look to it, or, whatever like that. And you can see there is this one. Yeah, there's a lot of different skins. I just own these two, and I just happen to choose to want to use this one. So, yeah. And then the color scheme I'm using is this. So if you want to match me with different colors, maybe you want where the purple here is to be green or red or blue or whatever your colors are, but still have like this black outline effect to it. So that way you're getting like the ends being purple or blue or green. This is how you want to do it. And if you have the same person I am, I'm Gara. If you want to know what skin I'm running with her right now, it actually is just the Gara Prime helmet and the Gara Prime skin. I do have the regular Gara helmet, and they are like this Zamaru skins and stuff like that. I'm just using the regular Prime version, which has this color outline detail where we're just going to come in here and do this, and then I'm going to grab smoke colors and go down to black, so we get that look to it, which looks pretty darn good in my opinion. All right. Boop, boop, boop. And then the Jupiter, if you guys want to know how I got it looking with the purple and black like this, is this color scheme right here. Apart from that, we're looking pretty okay. And then the shatter or whatever, this is what's actually on it for the Shattered Lash Prime, which I think is like the whip or whatever that you guys get, which is like the little, like you just do R1 and X, is basically what it is. And this is what's on it right now. So, yeah. Technically, what I could do is, let's see, because we're not looking for mainly status for the fact of, I mean, it is 75. I mean, we got high status on this. We don't need any more attack speed because we have Prime Fury, so we can actually do Prime Fury instead of this, and then throw in. See, that's giving us a good amount of status. This is giving us status. With this giving us slash, but there's no actual slash on this. This is here, I guess, just for the status. Oh, actually, there is slash. Arcing damage. Even though technically this is a puncture weapon. So I'm thinking you could remove off the slash and throw a primed fever strike in for the 165% toxin, and then keep the actually there's two things here for slash. Actually, take the status chance off, throw in the prime fever strike, so you're just getting straight like damage type, and I don't think you would be too bad. And then you have your melee critical chance per combo and attack speed. Remove the attack speed off and throw on something like North Wind here. That way this could still be like 9,000 or 10,000. And we got 9,000, and then your puncture would be about the same. And you'll end up getting elemental damage, bringing this even higher. Would be the ideal take on that. Yeah, because you'd be removing off, because you'd keep slash, and you'd keep slash. You're just removing this and this to throw on the other ones. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Boop. All right, there we go. And let's see. As you can see, I do use my Nautilus a lot, but we're not going to be worried about them too long because we only did that just to use them just for a little bit, just to check it out. I have nothing for Gauss, really. Didn't really modify him. Hydroid I do. Korra I do. Excalibur I do. Wisp I do. Volt I do. Necros I did. Nidus, I believe I did a little bit, but some of the cards got moved off when I haven't really been like doing him too much, and then upgrading for other characters with cards that he had, I think got removed off. Yareli, I kind of meh on her. Valkyr, okay. I did Titania, you watched me do a little bit, but I haven't really done too much on her. And those are the only ones I really mainly worked on, to be honest. Volt, I massively did. On top of this, he also has crystals, as you can see, because we done right here for extra energy. We done plus armor, plus ability strength, plus armor, wait, yeah, ability strength armor, and then right here is plus maximum energy is filled on spawn. So we actually get extra energy when we spawn in. Um, which is how I've been able to like immediately stun lock enemies over on the other area, which is not too bad. But I was thinking of maybe doing another red and doing ability strength here. I don't know. I do want to get a because you notice this one says Tau Forged and these don't. I want to get a Tau Forged Amber, a Tau Forged Azure times 3 for him, and run like a whole set of Tau Forged. I'd love to do that. That'd be kind of very, very cool to do. But yeah, how long did I take? 23 minutes. Guys, I can go use the bathroom. And then by the time I get out, we'll be able to do a video on this. Shall we? Actually, hold on. I need to do one more thing before I ask that. No, not modular, miscellaneous, I believe. Yeah, it'll be under miscellaneous because here's the Omni one. Oh, I'm out of Forma blueprints. Fun. I need to go get Forma blueprints. And then maybe craft 2 more and do an Omni? Nah, because then I'd be using 4 Formas just for 1 Forma, which makes no sense. I wish it was like, I don't know, 5 Argon crystals, we'll say 15 Nitane extract, and 1 Forma to make an Omni. I wish it was that. But I'm going to go ahead and end stream here, guys, so you're not just sitting here waiting forever for me to use the bathroom. I will come back and restart stream once I get back from the bathroom. I'll see you guys in a minute.